Maths P5 Multiplication and Division of Fractions. Okay, so this lesson today we will start with the multiplication and division of fractions. But we won't do division today in this lesson. We will do multiplication in this lesson, and maybe next week, I don't know. We see how we do with this lesson. Okay, so let's get on to do the lesson. Okay, so please read pages 19 to 23 in your mathematics textbook. We will do the maths problems at the bottom of page 23 in your textbooks together. Listen and follow the explanations as I do them. So don't just stop the video and do them. Okay? Follow what I say. Do them as I say. Okay, so number 1. 4 times 5 over 6 equals what? What does it equal? Okay, so let's do the maths and find out. Okay, so 4 times 5 over 6 is the same as 5 over 6 plus 5 over 6 plus 5 over 6 plus 5 over 6. Okay, it's exactly the same. Okay, so 5 plus 5 is 10, plus 5 is 15, plus 5 is 20. Okay, so 20 over 6. We don't plus the 6. Okay, so over 6. Okay, so we have an improper fraction here. Okay, so let's do it as a multiplication, but not adding. Let's remove that. Okay, so what we need to do now is, okay, so 4 times 5 over 6. Okay, so remember we don't multiply 6 at the bottom here. Okay, we just multiply at the top. Okay, so that equals 20 over 6. Okay, so we can simplify this to 10 over 3. Okay, but it's still an improper fraction. Okay, the number at the top is bigger than the number at the bottom. Okay, so that can't be the last answer. So now we divide 10 by 3. So 10 divided by 3 is 9. And 1 left over to make 10. That was a 4. Okay, so 1 left over to make 10. So the answer is 3 and 1 over 3. Okay, so that's how we find the answer for number 1. Number 2. Okay, so number 2, we have 12 over 5 times 7. Ooh, that's a little bit different to number 1. Number 1, the whole number is this side. So how do we do this? Okay, easy. We just write it like this. 7 times 12 over 5. It's exactly the same answer. Okay, they're the same math problem. It doesn't matter what way, doesn't matter if the 7 is here or here. Oops, 7. Okay, you can have the math, the numbers either way. Okay, so how do we do this one? Okay, again, we do it exactly the same. So 7 times 12 over 5 equals 84 over 5. Okay, so now we need to make this into a proper fraction. And now we need to divide 84 by 5. Okay, and that is 16 and a remainder of 4. Okay, so our answer is 16 and 4 over 5. Okay, so nice and easy. So let's go on to number 3. Okay, so now we have a fraction of 8. We're not multiplying, well we are, but it's not really 5/9 times 8. It's 5/9 of 8. Okay? It doesn't mean the same thing. Okay, so let's see how we do this actual problem. Okay, so for this one, we need to do 5, why isn't it, there we go, 5/9 times 8 over 1. Okay, so 5 times 8 equals 40. Okay, so 5 times 8 is 40 over 9 times 1, 9. Okay, so 40 over 9. Again, we have an improper fraction. Some people say a top-heavy fraction because this number is bigger. Okay, so again, we need to divide. So 40 divided by 9. Okay, so it's 4. So 4 nines are 36. And how many remainder? Remainder 4. Okay, so 36 remainder 4. So the answer is 4 and 4 over 9. Okay, so again, nice and easy. Okay, so let's do number 4. Okay, so now we have 2/7 of 11 over 36. So how do we do this one? Okay, let's start. Okay, so 2 times 11 over 7 times 36. Okay, so that equals 22 over 252. Okay, so now this is not a top heavy number, but we can still simplify this. This is a very big number we have here, so we can make this smaller. So a common number, the greatest common factor for each of these. Okay, so that number would be 2 again. Okay, so the greatest common factor is 2. Okay, but remember, I will be explaining the factors, common factors, highest common factor, lowest common factor. I will be explaining all that in P6. So don't worry too much about factors right now. Okay, so if we divide 22 by 2 and 252 by 2, oops, I didn't want to write that there, did I? I want to write 2. Yeah. Okay, so we divide these by 2 and we get an answer of 11 over 126. Okay, and remember, you can always check if you are dividing, you can check your division by multiplying. Okay, so 126 times 2 is, that's right, 252. Okay, the same as 11 times 2 is 22. So there we have our 22 over 252. Okay, so it's an easy way to check if you've got your maths correct. Okay, so the answer for number 4 is, let me erase this. The answer for number 4 is 11 over 162, 26, sorry, 126. Okay, so that's all from me for now on doing the maths. Go to the next slide, and your favourite part, I know, the homework. Complete the maths problems on page 19, section H. Okay, it's the bottom half of the page. And pages 20 to 22. There's not very many math problems there. It sounds like there's a lot, but there's not a lot there. They are in your mathematics workbook. Okay, so that's all from me for maths, and I will see you for the next lesson, which is science. Okay, so bye bye.